know, we're looking for our day in court. You know, this was a bond hearing, you know, expectation of this bond hearing where it was at, but we're looking to go to the district court before the real judge, and then, not saying she's not a real judge.
No, I know.
Right, just go before the real judge. And
the
then
trial judge.
The trial judge, and then let him hear our case and see what he said about it.
How's your son holding up?
Oh, he's strong, focused. You see the smile that was on his face, both during the time and afterwards of her ruling. He's still smiling, he's still strong. He's standing on his faith, you know, and believing that God will make a way for him.
Lil Durk will remain behind bars for now. A federal judge denied his request for bail again Thursday in his ongoing murder-for-hire case. According to courtroom reporter Megan Cuniff, the judge ruled that nothing has changed to warrant release. Durk has been held in federal custody while awaiting trial. One of the reasons cited in court for denying his release was a report claiming he had violated custody rules by using other inmates' phone accounts and making unauthorized three-way calls. This outcome comes after Durk's legal team petitioned the court for release, offering a bond package valued at over $2 million in cash and real estate. His attorneys also filed a motion to dismiss the case, claiming the charges are based on flawed and misleading evidence. At the center of the government's case is Durk's 2023 track with Babyface Ray, titled Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy. Prosecutors alleged the lyrics referenced and even commercialized the killing of Quando Rondo's cousin, Saviaya Robinson. Durk's legal team pushed back, arguing the lyrics were written months before Robinson's death. They also claimed that a version of the music video featuring TMZ footage of the crime scene was created and uploaded by fan accounts, not by Durk or his label, Only the Family, Inc. The internet users who posted the videos are apparent fan pages with no affiliation to Mr. Banks, the filing reads. It is misleading and wrong to suggest he is responsible for those video or audio edits. Despite these legal challenges, the court ruled that the bond was not enough to override the concerns, especially after the alleged in-custody misconduct. As you've heard, Durk's father, Dante Big Durk Banks, says his son is using the time behind bars to lean deeper into his Islamic faith. Do you believe the rapper will beat the case?
In the worst case situation, how much time is he facing if he blows trial?
Vlad, this is
life?
This is a life imprisonment case.
Okay.
There's no in between. This isn't state court. There's no, hey, we'll do 10, 15. It's a life case.
Right. Could it be a capital murder case where he's possibly facing the death penalty?
Well, that, under the federal system, that possibility exists. We've not been given notice of that. Like you hear that they'll give notice of the intent to seek the death penalty. There's not been that issue in this case. You got to remember this is a multi-defendant case. So you have multiple people. Nobody's received any notice of that.
Now, was there a plea deal offered at all up to this point?
No.
No. Okay. Are you going to be seeking a plea deal?
There's no plea deals because it's a life imprisonment case.
Okay, so usually in cases like this, there's no plea deal. But what if, for example, as the case progresses, the government realizes they don't have much of a case, it starts to fall apart and everything else like that? Sometimes don't you see like a time served kind of situation, or do the feds always go all the way with it?
That's what distinguishes a state case from a federal case. Vlad, you really don't see that in a federal case. There would have to be some unique set of circumstances, but we just don't think like that. My thought process in negotiating a case, I think there's a false narrative that certain lawyers are great negotiators. I think the only way to negotiate is to be a great trial lawyer. If you present the threat of a really solid defense, if you represent a really solid opposition, that's where you get respect from the other side. And so even though you may walk in a courtroom and be like, man, these people don't like one another. They can't stand one another. Everybody walks away and they'll say, damn, this is going to be the Third World War. This might be something that we need to have a sit down about. And that might be either in front of a jury or in an aggressive motion case where there's some real viable motions. And so, I think that my office just has won so many incredibly big trials, particularly in the last 5 to 7 years. I mean, trial after trial. And the reason that we've got so-called great deals in different cases, is because we represent a really viable opponent to really take you to the mat.